Hello, everybody, and welcome to another episode of Find Out What's in Pelenta's Forrest. Had to get that rolling in the R there. Grab yourself a glass of water or a cup of tea and spend the next few minutes with me. And like I always tell you, don't believe everything you hear. Check your facts. Do your own research. Don't believe everything you hear. The butterflies, they're on their way. Don't you want to know what my butterflies are saying? Yes, you do. Don't you want to know what my butterflies are talking? This is some news that I want to share with you. You know what? Oh my God. Okay, you know what? When you spend most of your time laughing at yourself, you know you're a hot mess. Yes. I just gotta jam this for a minute. I love that. That's my favorite old slow jam. You know that music is over 20 years old. Some of it is. But anyway, on tonight's show, I have some cool stuff to share. Cool stuff I want to talk to you about because, you know, in the news so much lately, there is always something going on with the professional athletes. It seems like, you know, there's lots of trouble with them and mostly domestic violence. You know, we had, what was it, Collison? Can't remember his first name. Somebody Collison. And then, is it Damon Green that plays for Golden State? You guys know who I'm talking about because he kicked the other player between the legs and then he kicked LeBron James or smacked him or something. And then just recently he just slapped somebody in the face. So he's in trouble again. But here's a couple of things that I happen to come across, a couple of articles. And a stripper has accused one of the Philadelphia Eagles of sexual assault. Now, it says here that the police are investigating an allegation that a member of the Philadelphia Eagles sexually assaulted a dancer at a strip club. Now, the authorities would not identify the individual, but the team said that the wide receiver, Nelson Aguilar, was under police investigation. Now, it's just disturbing because it seems to be happening more and more and more. And then listen to this one. Here's another one. It says Baylor is seeking to settle a lawsuit. Now here it says that court documents indicate that Baylor and a former football coach, Art Briles, want to quickly settle a federal civil rights lawsuit filed by a woman who says that the Baptist school was indifferent to her complaints that she was raped by a player. And what? Just recently in the news, you have those young boys at these frat houses raping these girls, roofing their drinks, and either getting no time at all or just getting 3 to 6 months. So I've brought this up before, but I'm asking you again, what do you think about professional ball players that are extremely over the top, fabulous in their sport, but they're also over the top, fabulous in smacking people around? Do you think that they should be banned from playing sports forever? Do you think they should just face a fine, get suspended for a couple of games, and, you know, and that's it? Or what? how do you feel about that? Because it just seems like everything on the planet right now is just out of control. People are going bananas. They need to stop going bananas and sit down and eat a couple bananas and chill out. But this is just really disturbing, and it's getting a little scary here. So I was just wondering, what do you think about that? All these athletes that have these violent tempers and stuff, beating up people and all this domestic violence. It's just off the hook. And another little thing about sports, today in the news, I guess Tom Brady finally said, I give up. I'm tired of fighting you guys about this Deflategate crap, and I'm just going to take my 4 lickings and my 4-game suspensions and call it a day. Because he's been fighting that Deflategate nonsense for quite some time now. And then they tried to say that it wasn't about the deflation of the football, it was about the union. So then I says, well, if it wasn't about the deflation of the football, it was about the union, then why do we keep talking about the football? Because see, you have people that always say things like, well, if it barks like a dog and walks like a dog, it's a dog. Well, then when I start telling you that it's a dog, you tell me that it's not a dog. So what I have to say to that is, if it isn't what it looks like, then it needs to stop looking like what it isn't. That's all I have to say about that. So moving right along, here we have a package that will boost welfare for kids. Now here it says a budget would repeal limit on welfare payments for people who have more than 4 children. And also the deal boosts states' rainy day reserve by $2 billion. Now I just said money wasn't going to people, and now look it, I'm eating my words, because here's $2 billion going to welfare. Hey, if I say something, why, like I always tell you, check your facts, do your own research. Don't believe everything you hear. But I can own, if I say something that's really flat out incorrect and you call me on it, I'm going to do my research again, check it out, and I will come right back here and apologize and tell you, okay, you know what? I double checked that and I made an incorrect statement. I have no problem doing that, because that's nothing, like I'm always saying about holding people accountable. You don't learn and grow if you can't admit your mistakes. Okay? You just don't. That's what's wrong with a lot of things in the world right now. You know, we're not holding people accountable for their actions. When you don't hold somebody accountable for what they're doing, they don't learn anything, and they just run around like a wild fool thinking they never get punished and they can just always do whatever they want to. And before you know it, that 2-year-old that you refuse to spank their little bad butt or put them in timeout, now that 2-year-old is 32 years old and still has the mentality of a 2-year-old running around wreaking havoc. And by that time, it's almost too late. So, you know, but anyway, getting back to the package that'll boost the welfare for kids, this is really a good thing. Governor Jerry Brown and the legislature have reached an agreement on the budget, the first coming fiscal year, that repeals a long criticized rule limiting welfare payments for people who have more children, as well as making an optional $2 billion deposit in the state's rainy day reserve. Now, the $122.2 billion general fund pack includes $100 million more for child care and preschool programs in the coming year. Now, I want to talk about the welfare for just a minute, because I remember when I was in high school, people were on welfare, and you had food stamps, and you had that paper money that looked like Monopoly money. And people talk smack about that. People would trade their food stamps for alcohol and cigarettes. Now we've moved up to the EBD card. Looks like a credit card, so you don't feel so awkward. You can just run your little card and do whatever. But a lot of people look down their nose at people that are on welfare and need assistance and are living off of the system and all that kind of stuff. And I just want to say that I think the welfare system is definitely needed. It's definitely a program that is needed, because right, wrong, or indifferent, despite what you think, children, they really don't ask to be born. They don't ask to be here. And it's not their fault. You know, sometimes it's the parents' fault, but sometimes it's not the parents' fault. You know, I mean, you know, and I think too, you know, when you see somebody that has maybe one child, you don't really say too much. But when you see somebody, you know, that has 6 kids and each kid has a different dad, and this person is literally doing nothing with their life, that's when it kind of puts a bad taste in other people's mouth. Because, you know, people, you can sit there and act self-righteous all you want to, but people, they do look at you and they judge, because they're thinking, well, good grief. You know, I'm out here working like a Hebrew slave, and you're kicking back at home on food stamps with your 7 illegitimate children, drinking beer and kicking it and partying on the weekend, and I'm paying for you. So people do get really, really ticked off, and they judge and say nasty things. But I think that, you know, the welfare program is something that's definitely needed for children, because those kids didn't ask to be here. And the more we help those children become better kids, they will be better adults that can hopefully turn this planet around. So see, when you get angry and you start thinking some of the negative, crazy stuff, you have to get past that and try to think about what's on the other side too. You know what I mean? You gotta jump over that hurdle and see what might be on the other side. Because, you know, there's always more to the picture than what you think you know or what you think you see. So again, kudos to Governor Jerry Brown. He's handsome and his wife is gorgeous. Hello, hi. But I think that welfare program is a good deal. And I'm not speaking about it for the parents. I am all for the children. So here's another article that I just come across, and it says, House okays plan to aid Puerto Rico. And the House on Thursday, overwhelmingly passed a rescue package for debt-stricken Puerto Rico, clearing a major hurdle in the ongoing effort to bring relief to the U.S. territory of 3.5 million Americans. The bipartisan vote was 297 to 127 for the legislation that would create a financial control board and allow reconstruction of some of Puerto Rico's $70 billion in debt. Well, you know what? I think that is wonderful that we have the ability to help other people in other countries, you know, but it's like right now, the world's crumbling. And I can't even really talk about it, because I will start to cry on camera, and I don't want to do that. But I think that right now, the United States of America is in turmoil, and our people need help too. And I'm just going to leave it at that. Moving right along. You remember a couple of days ago or whatever, I was talking about Zika. I think Brazil's prime new health minister or whatnot was saying that Zika isn't a threat. And I was just like, are you kidding me? The wind blows, people. And when the wind blows, it'll pick things up and move it, because the wind is rude. Remember my rant? Well, here you go. Zika is no threat. Well, guess where Zika happened to fly through? On the wings of wind. Zika is now in Florida. Oh, yes, it is. Yes, Zika is now in Florida. Anyway, moving along. And also, let me tell you about Tesla. So, Tesla's model, I told you the other day about the safety concerns and the whole 9 yards. Well, let me tell you, people are more of a safety concern than Tesla's dang autopilot, because There's already an accident and a crash because somebody put the sucker on autopilot. First of all, I told you, don't give so much power over to a machine. You see, we're getting to a point now where we are so incredibly stupid. Idiocracy. What are we going to start watering our grass with? Gatorade. Why? Because it has electrolytes. Electrolytes. Come on, people, please wake up. This is ridiculous. You are supposed to be sitting in the driver's seat with your hands on the wheel, driving the damn car, not sitting in the passenger seat, trusting the car to drive itself while you put on your lipstick, pick your boogers, or Snapchat somebody. God gave you brains, critical thinking. That's what you're supposed to be using, okay? Man. And also, what else is there crazy for me to tell you about? And now there's a slow poke law. If you're in the fast lane, driving like a slow poke, you will surely get a ticket. So speed your butt up or get yourself out of the fast lane and stop irritating all the people behind you on purpose. And you know you're doing it on purpose, and you know you're in the fast lane going slow. Don't make no sense. You are purposely trying to start some mess on the freeway. And it's probably on a Friday at 4:30 when everybody's getting off work and they're trying to get to the California State Fair. People, stop being so mean. Behave yourself. And then Netflix. Oh my God, I'm not going to cross my eyes, okay? Netflix. Now, they want to get all crazy. If you share your password with somebody, it is going to be a federal offense punishable by prison and this and that. Are you kidding me? You mean to tell me that somebody can shoot you dead when you don't have nothing in your hands and nowhere on your person? Somebody can beat the snot out of you and leave you bloody in a park and not go to jail or do no time. But you're going to put me in jail because I let my friend use my Netflix password? How in the world? Okay, hold on. This is another case for Mulder and Scurry. How exactly are we going to handle this? This is very important. As a matter of fact, it is more important than anything else in the world right now. Let me tell you something. You know what, damn it? Don't worry about France. Don't worry about Turkey. And don't worry about the Orlando shootings or Dallas or anything. Let's put all of our focus on rallying up all the Netflix people that are sharing their passwords. Damn you! What is wrong with you people? Don't you know that you should not be sharing your Netflix passwords? Don't you know how horrible a thing that is for you to do? Man, are you kidding me? Don't share your Netflix password. Is that what the world has come to? And you know everything I said just a minute ago, I was being a jerk, right? That was stupid. Because Turkey, France, Dallas, Orlando, those are all tragedies. And that's what we need to be focused on. Not who the hell we're sharing our damn Netflix password with. Good grief, I could be at my friend's house using my Netflix password. What are you going to do? Come in there and say, we need to know, is Pelenta Forrest in here? Is she in here watching Netflix with you? Because if she isn't, that means that you're using her password and she let you. All right, Johnny boy, let's rally them all up and take them to jail. Now, I got to do word project all because I wanted to watch Continuum on Netflix. Man, you know what? And last but not least, let's talk about this new Pokemon craze. You know, people are running out into the street and getting hit by cars. People are getting robbed and beat up in the park. People are falling off of cliffs chasing a Pokemon. Am I crazy? Am I crazy? What? What is going on? I don't understand it. I could see if you went out into the middle of the street, it should be to save your baby because his stroller tipped and rolled, to save your dog, to save your old grandma that accidentally hit her scooter chair and here comes a Mack truck. Maybe a bag of money. The armored truck just went by and a big money bag dropped out and you're going to risk your life because you know there's about 300 grand in that bag. But a Pokemon, whatever. It's just amazing how much of an influence and this brainwashing with this Pokemon is doing to everybody right now. Pokemon needs to be a peace-mon, and everybody needs to go insane trying to make peace. Can we make a peace-mon? And then everybody can stop killing each other and acting like a damn fool? Let's make a peace-mon. Instead of running out into the street and falling off of cliffs and getting beat up and robbed in parks, can we make a peace-mon where we just go crazy and everybody just wants to hug and love each other and be peaceful and smoke some weed and drink some tea? You know, can we do that? Can we do that instead? Because this mess is ridiculous. You know, and if aliens are coming here, and stop with the whole damn alien thing, because let me tell you something, if aliens are coming here and checking us out, right now they think we're pretty damn stupid. They're just looking at us going, look at them, look it, they're chasing the ball on the screen. Whoop, look it, he just fell off a cliff. Yeah, I think we'll eat that one. Man, like I always say, I don't believe everything, but I believe anything because you people on this planet are cotton picking freaking crazy. That's all I gotta say about that. Anyway, you know how I like to show you beautiful pictures. Let's see. This is from the Indy 500. Alexander Rossi celebrates his victory at Indianapolis Motor Speedway with the winner's traditional bottle of milk. He started 11th in the 33 car field and was in last place at one point before making an important climb to the front. And he said, I have no idea how we pulled that off. But anyway, let me see. I'll show you two pictures. If I can get it together here. But I'll tell you how he pulled it off. He pulled it off because it was meant to be. So there's one picture of him there jumping out of the car, I guess, with his hands up. And he's probably saying, glory, hallelujah. And this picture is really cool. And you know what? This is another thing, too. Now, take a minute and look at this picture. Now, all these people are at this race. 9 times out of 10, none of these people know each other. But everybody is here happy, and they're all celebrating the same thing. Now, you see how easy it is for us just to be happy with each other and get along? Look at that. That is just absolutely beautiful. Absolutely beautiful. So anyway, ladies and gentlemen, on that note, follow me on Facebook, Instagram, and Twitter. Go to my website, buy my book, Angels Passing Through. And on that note, what are we going to do? We are going to get out of here with my favorite tune. And as usual, I am so very grateful for everything, and I am grateful for you too. God bless you all. Thank you for watching. Find out what's in Pelenta's forest. God bless you all. Have a fabulous, fabulous week. And be kind to one another. Good night.